Good morning, y'all. Choke no joke on the morning tip, the morning news. Sitting down having some coffee. I just got one thing to say today. This is going to be directly to the point. Today is November 21st. It is actually 22 days, I want to say 22, 21 days technically since Takeoff's been killed. Now, we see there's footage on the internet of the incident. I'm sure that bowling alley has released its footage to the authorities with all the people that were standing around. All the people that were standing around. You know what I'm saying? From, the people that they was hanging with, the Prince family, to all of the people that came to the party, to all the people we seen in the video standing there. You mean to tell me, at this point in our lives, after all we done been out here talking about the street rules is BS, this, that, and the third, that y'all telling me that a rap artist, not a drug dealer, not a person that was selling drugs in the hood, that wasn't in nobody's hood, that was in a public place, that we are still at the point that we will allow a man to lose his life and not get justice. I don't know who came up with this thing for in the black community. Oh, I didn't see nothing, or I'm not snitching. And that replies to the drug game. That replies to the drug game, the streets. That don't reply to a person like Takeoff losing their life. All y'all standing around. Outside of this one Spanish girl that I seen that was doing interviews, and she said she was going to do an interview with me, but I told her I got to speak to her on the phone first because I need to vent that out and make sure what she's saying is real and all that other stuff. But she has been the only person I've seen that came out and said anything. And if any of y'all seen that, I don't know how true it is. But to me, like, yo, this is pathetic. When you got a person as strong as Jay Prince, who's the unsolicited mayor of his city, where you got your sons where dudes feel like they checking in with them to be safe. And this incident happens. And you telling me the city of Houston, the streets of Houston, will allow almost 30 days to go by and no arrest on somebody as innocent as Takeoff, as humble as Takeoff, as non-violent and threatening as Takeoff. A person who wasn't beefing, who had nothing to do with the argument or the debate that was going on, gets killed. And y'all telling me that there is an arrest, immediate arrest, with all the people standing around there that all witnessed this. If that shit didn't happen, all y'all effers will have a selfie or a picture with Takeoff and Quavo. And I mean, this goes across the board and entertainers, you know what I'm saying, that got killed and no one's been getting justice. But specifically, I'm talking about Takeoff because he was an innocent bystander that caught a bad look. You know what I'm saying? Because one, technically, niggas can't even pick up their hands and fight anymore. Everybody quick to grab a gun. But you telling me, after all this time, with all this publicity, on every news channel in the world covering this, and you telling me that these dudes was running around with the people from the key to the city. And you talk about like mafia, mob ties, this, that, and the other. And nobody is gonna help this man get justice. Like we gonna stay on this street shit. Like Takeoff was in the block selling weed, or he just robbed somebody, and the nigga ran up down on him, and this happened. Like he was out there extorting, robbing, and killing. Like you telling me after 20 days, 21 days, it has not been arrested for somebody that everybody seems to say they love so much. I seen at least 10 people standing there. Yo, it's sad, yo. It's sad, and this ain't snitching because Takeoff wasn't doing a crime with somebody and somebody's trying to tell to free themselves from the thing. This dude was an innocent person standing there. Now I understand that the Prince family is strong in the streets of Houston and probably got 85% of y'all shook to even say anything. But I don't think that all y'all civilians that was standing out there, had you did something to help Takeoff family see some type of justice, that if you allegedly are in fear of the Prince family, you know, saying or doing something because it's on some street stuff, I don't think they're going to be mad at any civilians who are trying to help the situation. And I could be wrong. I don't really know how deep this situation goes. I really don't know who's to blame for it. But what I do know is that it was over 10 people standing right there. There were several phones running. You're not going to tell me nobody don't know what happened. And nobody's going to sit there and help this man that y'all claim y'all love so much or was so humble or this. Y'all don't have no sympathy to bring closure to his family. Now, we like the P&B Rock, that type of situation is different from this situation. Because people were hanging with Quavo and Takeoff for either half the night, some of them probably for like 6 hours, some of them for like 3 hours, and some of y'all was in the party with them for 2 hours and spilled outside and watched the whole incident happen for a whole 15 minutes to 30 minutes or whatever it was, even 10 minutes. Some of y'all know these people personally. Now, I'm not saying that I'm telling everybody, yo, go out there, tell. But this ain't a situation where two dudes was acting in concert together to do a crime and one is telling on the other to save himself. Y'all talking about an innocent dude, a young dude, not even probably 30 years old, loses his life over an argument and had nothing to do with it. And y'all all gonna sit there and there's no arrest made. Like I don't know how HPD works. I don't know how Houston Police Department detectives work. I don't know if they are looking to make this a bigger case, maybe a federal and make it RICO and connect this with a bunch of other stuff. I don't know. But it is really puzzling me that there has not been an arrest in Takeoff's murder due to the fact that all them people that was standing right there, all them people that was in the bowling alley, they all on camera. Like, what the hell is going on? And from what I'm seeing with the Prince family putting flowers and, creating a memorial for Takeoff, which is kind of weird, weird to me, because they had all the flowers up there and it said the Prince family, which was kind of weird because I would have expected to see Takeoff name more prominent than the Prince family. That shit looked like marketing and promotion for the Prince family. No disrespect to y'all, but I would have thought Takeoff name would have been in the roses along with the Prince family name. I just ain't understand that, because if they would have shipped the roses to the funeral, how weird would that have been to have the Prince family and roses big like that at Takeoff's funeral? That would have been kind of weird, because when people create floral arrangements, that's what those are called. If y'all don't know, floral arrangements for the deceased is usually just a nice arrangement of roses, flowers, or whatever. And usually, if it is going to be spelled in someone's name, it's the name of the deceased. I've never seen the person who's sending the gift of flowers send their name. That's a little strange, but I don't know how that worked. Maybe that's a mafia type of thing. I don't know. But I know if that was shipped to the funeral and to pay homage for a Takeoff, it would have looked really weird to see the big ass the Prince family plays respect or something in flowers at a memorial for Takeoff. It looks weird. Now, once again, I'm not familiar with that process. I don't know how that goes. I'm just saying that had they sent their flower arrangements to Takeoff's memorial, and you see the Prince family big like that and flowers, it's kind of strange. It's kind of strange. That's just my opinion. But like I said, I'm not a funeral guy like that. I've witnessed a lot of death, and I've been very selective with the funerals that I went to because I don't like funerals. You know what I'm saying? I'll go to a funeral and don't even go inside to view the body, because I like to remember the person with the spirit inside of them, not the spirit outside of them. You know what I'm saying? Last but not least, what? All y'all that was there, especially y'all that know exactly what happened, you don't feel no guilt? That don't haunt you hearing them shots? It don't haunt you to see Takeoff body laying there? That don't mess with your psyche just a little bit to make you want to be like, damn, man, I need to go and help this man get justice? Like, none of that bothered you? How many times have you woke up, those who were there, in a cold sweat from hearing the shots? How many of y'all had nightmares from remembering seeing Takeoff body and seeing blood spill out? None of that encouraged you to say anything? You don't want to see this man get justice for something he had nothing to do with? You don't think his mother want to come to the courthouse and see the dude that's responsible for taking her son's life come walk out cuffed just to put her eyes on him, or the grandmother? They just want to see the man that took the soul out of the body. Y'all not going to give him that. Y'all not going to give him that satisfaction. Now I know probably people probably saying, yo, Quavo no. Quavo no. You don't know what Quavo may have already said. But best believe he told somebody the goddamn truth. Morning, how you doing? Best believe he told somebody what happened. But I really want y'all to think about it. All the publicity that was built around this, all the footage that we've seen, all the bloggers that seem to have already solved this. It's not strange that there wasn't an immediate arrest when you got the Prince family who run Houston. They run Houston. All, what you call it? Yo, Houston is starting to turn to little LA to me. Didn't Benny the Butcher get shot out there and robbed? Didn't this jeweler, Draco the jeweler, somebody get shot and killed out there and tried to get robbed? Why y'all checking in if y'all not safe? Why y'all hanging with people that run the city if y'all not safe? Y'all need to check in with the legal authorities and hire them. If you have a hired gun with y'all, if you going to Houston, hire 3 or 4 Houston police PD officers. If you gonna run around and hang around with niggas that can't protect you. Hang with the dudes that, and the HPD is much cheaper than the homeboy security. And any other security, you pay them by the hour. They can kill somebody for you and get away with it in situations like this. It's bugging me out that after all these years, we still got the same mentality. Like, y'all are standing on the block selling drugs with some gang members. And maybe these dudes are gang members, I don't know. But Takeoff was an artist that was there to host a party or attend a party. He was not in the hood selling drugs. He was not in the hood robbing people. I'm just bugging out. They like, nothing, like, trust me. If this goes unnoticed for another 2-3 months, Takeoff will be Jam Master Jay. You see how long it took for somebody to get arrested in Jam Master Jay situation? And that's because A lot of people didn't know, and then you had people that was in the studio with Jam Master Jay that probably knew exactly who did it. But you never know. So I'm just gonna say this, man. For all y'all that sat there and ran away from the scene and watched Takeoff's soul leave his body, I hope that you are being haunted by Takeoff nightly to help him seek justice. He's watching you. His physical may be going, oh, but his spirit is out here. Probably standing right over your bed right now. You know, I don't know what to say, man, but it's sad. It's very sad. It was like with Young Dolph, right? But as with Young Dolph, you seen dudes come and attack him. It wasn't like he was sitting around kicking it with his friends and then they got in an argument and he got killed. No, dudes went and gunned him down. They attacked him. And people have been arrested for that right now, which I think, and I heard, and I may even seen, I don't know how true it is, they had some dudes get arrested first, and then now I'm seeing they saying that Yo Gotti, brother had been arrested in connection for Dolph murder. I don't know if that was real. I don't know if that was fake. But if it was real, think about if Yo Gotti brother allegedly got arrested for Dolph murder. Let's just say he did. Don't you know that a person like Yo Gotti who was beefing with him all this time, if his brother gets convicted of that they could mess around and charge Yo Gotti with a RICO? And with all the beefing that they had going on and with the other guy, like the Moneybag Yo, and all of them all beefing, like that will take everybody down. And that's what I think is, I'm thinking this is what's going on in Takeoff situation. I'm thinking that being that the Draco the ruler, jeweler dude, or whatever his name was, got killed, Benny the Butcher done got robbed, and now Takeoff got killed, I think they building a bigger case for Houston. If not, then our community is just some sad ass people that just sit there and watch people just get killed and just let it be like, oh well, just another black man dead. But we gonna wait and see, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you look at Young Thug, you know, and all the money that they was making, you see how all of them all the street shit came back to them? And they got all of it documented for the most part, and niggas is telling, and I think the DA got over 100 witnesses, and they talking about their trial gonna start in next year and go for like 6 months. Dude, they gonna have all kind of people testifying against these guys. And if y'all paying attention, all the street rappers with money, they are getting y'all off the streets so you can empower your community. So all y'all running around with this tough shit and wanting to secretly get niggas hit and things like that, having these bullshit ass dramas, y'all better think about RICO, because RICO is in hip hop like it's the streets. If you didn't think they targeted hip hop with the RICO, you've been on another planet or in another country. Because that's what's going on right now. From the Sioux Search all the way down. Don't think that, like I said, allegedly, if that was Yo Gotti's brother that they arrested, you think that they not getting ready to hit Yo Gotti allegedly? Or possibly Rico? You don't think that shit's gonna happen? You don't think that if this jeweler, Benny the Butcher, Takeoff, all got robbed and killed in a certain time period, that they not building a bigger investigation? Then clearly you haven't heard of a dude called Young Thug in Gunna. You have never heard of these dudes. If you don't think that they are sitting around building cases on rappers, RICO cases, not just cases, RICO cases, because all of y'all fools are gang. Man, that's the same thing with Shanquella Robinson. None of her friends are going to come and tell the truth about what happened with. Yo, what the is wrong with us black people, dog? We were trained to let people get away with murder. We were conditioned to help people get away with murder. Y'all know this? We ain't supposed to say nothing, regardless to who it is, how close they are to our family, how much they been our friend. Shanquella Robinson, friends all got on the phone to her mother and father and told them she had food poisoning. Her friends, the girl is dead. They lied. They even went to the house. One guy 4 days in a row, best friend to the autopsy, came back, and now they haven't heard from him. What are we doing as black people? The system conditioned us, along with the streets, that our lives ain't worth shit. Don't tell, don't seek justice. Mind your business when black people die. These people are hiding now after killing this girl. All black. Yo, we're a disgrace. We are a disgrace, dog. As a people, when they come to murder and crimes and not helping, we are a fucking disgrace to humanity, man. You mean to tell me 5, 6 people will sit there, watch a girl get beat, killed, and lie to her parents? Not one person will have compassion for this girl's soul, for her family, to tell the truth. Not one person will go to the authorities with her family and tell the truth. Black people's fucked up. We fucked up. Black people. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Your best friend of 8 years. Watch you get beat up by some girls. They kill you. And you go home and tell the parents you don't know what happened. Or you give them a lie. They had alcohol poisoning. Black people. Black people. Black people. And if you say something, you're a snitch. And you would rather live knowing that this girl died by a bunch of jealous, envious mother effers than to tell her parents the truth because you don't want to be a snitch. And y'all wasn't even selling drugs, doing crime, anything. Snitching don't apply to you, asshole. Snitching does not apply to none of you friends, asshole, unless y'all was planning on killing her. Then yeah, if you weren't planning on killing her together and you didn't tell, oh, you doing the right thing, allegedly, according to street code. Did y'all mean to kill her? Oh, okay. Then that means it was premeditated. And whatever y'all get, y'all deserve. All of y'all. Black people. Black people, what are we doing? Houston. Aren't y'all predominantly black? What are y'all doing? Houston, what are y'all doing? Shanquilla friends, what are y'all doing? Not one of y'all want to tell the truth? Don't wait till you all get arrested and start snitching on each other when they start offering y'all all that time. Don't wait till then to tell the parents the truth in the courtroom. Go sit there in their face now and talk to them. You might save your ass if you be the first one to go tell the truth. They will drop the charges against you if you're willing to cooperate and tell the truth. Y'all better listen to me, because if you don't, all y'all going to be arrested with murder and an accessory to murder, an accessory to cover up a murder, all kind of shit. The first one to go to the parents and tell the truth, you'll be given leniency. Trust me. Trust me. Don't go into Mexico jail and get life. Do not go to Mexico jail and get, you think United States jails are bad. You don't want to go to jail in another country and think that your parents and your people is going to be there to see you. How many trips you think people would take up north to see you? Ask anybody that did a bid upstate or in the penitentiary in they state, or people that was in the feds and got shipped to 10 states over. Ask them how difficult it was for their family to stay in touch and see them and go to visits. Excuse me. And then I need you to multiply that times being locked up internationally. Save your ass. Go in, one of y'all, better, the first one to go and clear their name, you will be all right. But if y'all keep a pack, like I know what you did last summer, you know how that ends, right? Yeah. So no joke, choke no joke. It's just the morning news. Houston, what are y'all doing? Houston, y'all got a problem. Y'all got a problem watching black men just get slaughtered and robbed in y'all city and y'all do nothing. All those in Houston that have businesses, especially out of town business, don't y'all know that we kind of leery about coming to your city now? Y'all just became LA. Y'all got some checking shit going on over there too. And the people that's running around with the people that they come to Houston to check in with, it seems like they be getting killed and robbed. Houston, y'all have a problem. Y'all gonna have people no longer wanting to come and spend money and hang out in y'all city. I was supposed to come out there for, what was it? The homecomings they was having, the Texas homecomings. That same weekend that Takeoff got killed. I was supposed to go out there but I went to the American film market instead because I felt that was more important for me than to go party, during homecoming. And I'm happy that I didn't go out there. But I guarantee you, I'm not coming to Houston. Y'all can have it. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can have Houston. And I swear, I was so ready to come to Houston for the homecoming because everybody say how Houston is dangerous. Y'all are no fly zone. Y'all are dangerous. Y'all not even protecting y'all people. Even the mob out there can't protect people. Y'all talking about mob ties and niggas died, robbed, died. Houston ain't safe. Even the people that supposed to keep you safe in Houston, you ain't even safe with them. And shout out to Bun B, Slim Thug, Chameleonaire, Paul Walls, just a few dudes that I produce shows with or know. You know what I'm saying? I remember producing the show with Slim Thug, Paul Wall, in LA on Crenshaw, the King of Music, Eminem, Soul Food. I had all these artists. They'll tell you, all of them at one time, exhibits, everybody, all on Crenshaw. In the hood, Eminem Soul Food. I think Eminem Soul Food, MMG Soul Food. Y'all know from Cali, right next to the King of Music. I had everybody, Remy Ma, everybody there. Everybody.